our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Ranae is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Ranae.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here, School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, coming to you every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, just to bring a little bit of spiritual awareness into everyday living, to try to make sense of some things, to kind of move us through this time of life. Only because, so many people have gotten so spiritual. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to be spiritual. It's a good thing to live in that capacity, but there's so much information out there and so many different words and way of speaking. Good morning, Tim. And really not knowing if we're coming or going because all the lingo is different, but all the meanings behind it's the same. And then how do we put that into everyday life? So that's why I come. That's why we talk about things. As we know, the top of the hour, we talk about whatever is supposed to come in. The bottom of the hour, we do a 5-card stud, which is where I highlight a deck every week. And this week is the Soul Miracle Oracle. See yourself. Good. This feels like an intense deck. It's by Sunshine Connelly. And it is a Blue Angel deck. We will be doing a 5-card stud with this, which is a reading. It's a general reading. Now, I will tell you, this show, I've been debating back and forth what to talk about. Do I bring out the book? Do I talk about what the heck is going on in this world? I don't know. I keep going back and forth. So I kind of thought, let's talk about what I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. I know. We're going to go to planetary alignment for this month. Why? Because it is messing me up. It's messing the world up. And it seems like every single every single reading I have or I do is really going back to this. It keeps going back to this alignment, the energy this month, and how to deal with it. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a longer show, a shorter show, what's going on. But I'm going to find a pretty decent article here and talk about it because honestly, it's been messed up. It's been messed up. I don't know about you guys, but I've had so many highs and so many lows. And not knowing if I'm coming or going, not knowing if how to feel. It's been really messed up. And it's weird because it's hard because when you go into this and you ask for like planetary alignment, what does this mean? You get a lot of it's scary because what we're getting is a lot of the tech, the astrology or the tech of it, not the meaning, not what is happening, what's going on in our life. Okay. And I've Googled 3 or 4 different things. And every time I do Google, it's like, it just takes me straight to different, again, technological things, which is really kind of hard. Okay. So let's just do this straight up blurb. And I want to kind of back up. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Keith. I want to kind of back up a little bit. The reason why I wanted to talk about this last week, but I really kind of shied away from it. Why? Because again, I'm not an expert. I am not even close. Thank you, Keith. I'm not even close to being an expert on astrology, astronomy, any of it. I'm not. What I am is a person that comes in and says, hey, I know what I'm feeling. And I am feeling just bleh. I'm feeling all over the place. Okay. And I I've talked to more people, and honestly, it was my granddaughter, my 8-year-old granddaughter, that looked at me and said, because they're starting to learn about astrology, or the planetary alignments anyway, and astronomy. Is that it? Excuse me, my throat chakra. You can tell when I'm not sure about it. My throat chakra just goes, or if I don't want to talk about something. So I was feeling really off. And I've had days where I've been hyper focused. I've had days where I've gotten tons of stuff done because I've got all the energy and so much to spare. I've had days where I just want to sit there and stare at a window. I've had days where food does not agree with me on any level. I've had days where I'm going to eat the refrigerator. And it is only April 13th. Okay. We're not even to the midpoint of this month. And I myself have been all over the place. I've gone through awakening flu. We'll talk about that a little bit. Just a lot happening. My dreams have been all over the place. And I honestly couldn't figure out what was going on. And it was my 8-year-old granddaughter one night in bed. We were sitting there talking, and she was telling me about all these really rare planetary alignments that are happening this month. And I went, whoa. And she's like, Nani, can we go out on this night and look to the sky? And I'm like, darn straight we can. Now, my grandkids they always know the full moon. And they do know when the moon gets really full, we got to go outside, and we have to go put crystals out. And they go around the house and pick which crystals to put out for that cleansing, that charging, you know what I mean? So they do go, but they understand that moon cycle a little bit. And now they're getting more in depth. So I decided to go, okay, what's more about this? What is more? Let's kind of look, because my dreams coming up to April really started to shift. Now I've had months. Now, normally I'm a person that remembers my dreams. And I do. I remember the quirky dreams. I remember all of my dreams. And literally for months, I either wasn't dreaming or was dreaming a lot, and it was barely letting me sleep. And it was waking up like every hour to go. And I'd go, I'll remember that. And I'd go back to sleep, and it was gone. And it was profound to me. Because I was like, what is happening? Why am I know I'm getting downloads. I know I'm shifting. I know I'm in my dreamland school. I know all that's going on. Okay. And we all hear about that. We talk about that. And then I had the honor of finally getting a reading with Chris Fleming last month at Obscura. Chris is a friend of mine, but as anybody knows, he's gone through this health journey. And he wasn't doing readings for a long time. And he finally he's doing them. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to jump on this chance. And I sat down with him, and I talked to him about that for a second. And he goes, you're having lots of shifts. You're not supposed to remember it right now. Just like sit with it. He goes, because when you're supposed to remember it, it's going to pop in. And I went, okay, I can handle that. I can handle that. And he literally started doing this drawing, because his spirit art is these amazing drawings that he does in pencil, and then later on he fills them in with watercolors, and he adds the details, but he talks about it. And within my case, just my case, and everybody's different. In my case, he draws 3 beings, myself, and then 3 beings. And he goes, oh wait, there's 7, all 7. Oh my gosh, all 7. And he starts to draw the 7. And he goes, now what's going on? He goes, you understand your dreams? And I said, I do. And that's where the conversation, my dreams had come into play. And he said, yeah, he goes, when we go into dreams, we go into different areas of dreams. I'm like, and I get that. I understand that. And he goes, you're going into like this one space. And I said, okay. And this one space is where your counsel is. I went, oh, okay. And this is something I didn't know. And he goes, and most people will talk to 1 guide, 2 guides. That's it. And he goes, and honestly, they kind of go back and forth. Well, what's next for your life? What's going on? And he goes, but there's always this, should you know, should you not know? There's always this, you, your guide, and a council member kind of going back and forth to see where you're at. He goes, but when you get all 7, oh boy, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like they are showing up and they are working hardcore. And he goes, no wonder why your dreams are all over the place. And I said, yeah, they've been kind of crazy. And all I got out of it, other than that, at the moment, and this is not a rarity. This happens a lot in readings with me. But I got more information, was when the moon and the stars align, that's when it's going to happen. What? Don't know. Great. And honestly, I kind of walked away from that reading going, oh my God, spectacular reading. Can't wait for the rest to come in, because as he finishes the drawing at home, more will get added. So there will be more. Okay. But it gave me enough to start pondering what is going on, what's happening, and when does the moon and the stars, when do they not align? You know what I mean? But knowing that there's something more with that. So sitting back with that, and about a week and a half later, I started to feel very sick. And I know a lot of people were starting to feel very sick. And everybody's going, oh my God, I got the flu. I got this. I got that. Well, you don't have the flu. Sorry. It's different from the flu. Okay. And the difference in the flu versus not flu is spiritual awakening feels, spiritual flu or spiritual awakening. You feel flu-like. You have a few aches and pains. You feel more exhausted. You feel off. You don't feel sick. You just feel blah. And it's more than just, not having energy. It's more than fatigue. You just feel completely drained. You feel like there's nothing you can do to really refuel you. And it will go on for a few days. But then again, it kind of gets weird because you almost feel flu-like, but it's not the flu. And I had this. And all I wanted to do, I didn't want to shower. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to drink. I just wanted to be blah. And I knew what was happening. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't felt this in forever. But I also know when I feel that, something major is happening. And my body is starting to align with it. And I talked to some friends out there, and they're like, yeah, I had that last week, or yeah, I'm just going into it now. And I was like, okay, so it's not just me. It's not just me. So let's kind of figure out what's going on. Well, right after that came through that, I decided to spring clean everything. Now, I didn't have plans yet. My spring cleaning usually doesn't happen until about May. When I'm done doing fires in the house, that's when I start to spring cleaning. For whatever reason, I had to attack it. And I attacked it. I took more stuff to donation. 2 weeks of stuff to the garbage man's going, oh my God, like I have gone through everything and made the space and opened up the areas and the energy, and wow, feels amazing. And right after I got done with that, I went to blah again. And I've had days where, like last week, I had 2 days where I just sat down and did Legos. Guys, I don't do Legos. I am not a Lego person. But I just sat there and I did Legos because there was nothing else I could do. And there was a drive to sit there with my thoughts. And I didn't even know what my thoughts were, just to sit there. It was really interesting because I'd have a day of Legos, and then I'd have a day where I just wanted to clean again. Or I wanted to go outside of the house and get a ton of stuff done there. And everything's been all over the place. There's not been one day where it's been consistent with the day before. And now we're going to start kicking in the dreams again. But my dreams, and I've been eager to go to sleep. Like, oh my God, I want to go to sleep. I can't wait to find out what's going to go on tonight. Because my dreams have been amazing. And they're not dreams of frolicking and meadows, but it's dreams of major things coming to me, major things happening, and the shifting, and understanding the shifting, and understanding the soul, and understanding things deeper. So energetically, I have been all over the place and shedding a lot, just shedding stuff. Now, it's really interesting because I've been, we've been talking about this. I've been talking about it for a year and a half. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of it over a period of time. But there's a big difference between talking about it and these little bits that you're doing to going into where you're doing the soul. And the soul just says, done. Open up the door, throw it out, slam the door, done with this. And it's awesome because for the last year and a half or so of going through this process, no matter what I shifted out, I could think about it and it'd be back in my face again. which really made a big struggle. Why? Because it felt like I was constantly redoing it, constantly in the mess of this crap. And then the dream comes, and out it went. Now I can think about it. It's like, not even worth my time. It's like, no, that is finally behind me, finally transitioned. And that's what a lot of these planets are doing right now. We're doing a lot of shedding. We're doing a lot of transitioning. We're doing a lot of emotional clarifying of things. Now, I want to read the one thing I have found. One thing so far. It says a planetary alignment at April 2026 spiritual meeting. The planetary alignment in April 2026 is not only a scientific phenomenon, but also holds significant spiritual meaning. It is believed to be a time of change and new beginnings, offering a chance to explore one's deeper self and uncover hidden truths. This alignment is seen as a sign that change is possible, encouraging personal growth and transformation. It serves as a reminder of the universe's big story and invites us to reflect, grow, and transform. The alignment can boost intuition, clear thinking, and awareness, helping individuals to see things more clearly and feel more connected to a bigger purpose. It is time to trust the universe's message and find harmony and purpose in life. Now, I know, even as I'm reading that, I'm thinking, bullshit. And I don't mean it as like, I'm not going to believe in that. What I mean by it is, we hear that so often, don't we? Open up your horoscope, you're going to hear that. And it seems to be a repetitive thing. And I'm right along with you guys. I'm right along with you because to me, it's very generalized. It's very repetitive. Until I put it into my own life and I go, wait a second, what the heck is up with us? What is up with us? And I'm going to see if I can kind of flip this a little differently. I said monthly. I'm going to go day to day instead and see if I... a big thing of this month is being able to realize and give yourself that time to go, okay, this is what I'm feeling today. This is what I'm feeling tomorrow. And giving yourself those moments, okay? Giving yourself those moments. Because even though it feels very blasé, when we go back to the moment where it says clearer thinking, intuition, all that stuff, shedding things, it is a lot about going, okay, well, wait a second. Oh my God, now I can't even click out of it. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is about kind of going, okay, what is happening? When I look at this, what is happening? Okay. So let's go with the first one I talked about that shift of getting rid of stuff. Shift of getting rid of stuff, because that's a big one. What are we doing? We're getting rid of stuff. We're telling ourselves that, you know what? I don't need this in my life anymore. We're starting to transition. For myself, what did that look like? For myself, it looked like me. I was going to go and spring clean. I was going to get rid of everything and any energetic thing that I no longer needed. And not only was I doing it for my house, I was doing it for myself. I was doing it for myself. And the house was just a representation of what was going on in here. So a lot of people have been having these major shifts in way they're feeling. They're crying when they don't cry. They're laughing when they wouldn't normally laugh. They're feeling things they've never felt. Thoughts they used to have, they used to ponder on, really you can't even ponder it anymore. And you're just shifting it out of your life. For me, it always comes in a representation of physical and mental, emotional. The awareness of the awakening flu is the body getting ready. The body is getting ready to hold a different set of feelings. Think about your body going through a flu season. What is happening when you're sick? Simply when you're sick, you are literally, you're sweating. You feel nauseated. You might throw up. You got the shivers. You got all this stuff going on. And it's your body just detoxifying itself of everything it doesn't need. The difference in thoughts, the difference in thinking, because you're no longer thinking the way you were. The way I felt and thought yesterday is nothing in comparison to what I'm thinking today. Now, I had a great representation of this in a dream, not last night, but the night before. And I had a dream that my sister came to me. And it was a phenomenal dream because there she was, and I could feel her energy. And then I really looked at her, and she didn't look right. And I went, that's not her. That's not her. What's going on? And not only was she wearing a mask, she was wearing a complete bodysuit. And it was quite weird because in my dream, it broke in two, kind of like an Easter egg broke in two. And she popped it off and she crawled out of it. And what came out was just energy. And she said that bodysuit represented the body that she carried in life. And that it was a gross disfigurement of what she really was. And her energy was beautiful. And I still told her, I still don't recognize you because I don't recognize your energy. So she gave me a little bit of who she was when she was there. I'm like, oh my God, it is you. It is you. She goes, it was. It is. But that's not who I am. That's not the essence of my soul. And we had beautiful dreams. And I went in and out of things that night. And it was amazing because it always brought me back to her and showing the changes and the differences and the differences in thoughts and the differences in the way I seen things and I looked at things. To not always take things at face value, but to look deeper. Oh no, there we go. And that nothing was going to seem the same anymore for me. Everything was going to shift. Everything was going to change. I went, okay, I got that. I understand that. And literally the next day when I woke up, things that happen around me and are still happening. I mean, because it happened again this morning. Ways I would normally react. I went, no, I need to go into my shell. I need to stop. I need to think. I know how I would have handled this. It's not how I want to handle it anymore. How am I supposed to handle this? And I'm clamming up because I don't know how to go forward because I know I'm not the same person I was yesterday anymore. I'm looking at things different. Things are shifting. And it's happening that fast. It's literally go to sleep and wake up somebody different. And I'm getting more clarity on things, just as I know you guys are. But it could be one moment of clarity and the next minute of confusion. And that's really what the energy of April is doing. Why? Because we are transitioning things out of our being. We're taking things that really just no longer serve us. And this is not a conscious thing anymore. These are the things that you have been working with and playing with and toying with for the last couple of years that you went, I want this. And it's finally come to fruition. Now, all month is not going to be an easy month. We're only to April 13th. And we still have a major planetary alignment that's coming up. Okay? And it's, let me see if I get it correct. I want to get this correct. Oh, that's 2024. Why can't I not get to 2026? I want 2026. It's, I believe, 4 planets that are lining up. They keep taking me to other years. And I'm like, stop taking me into other years. I don't want other years. I want this year. And it is when and where you can see the 4 planets. Okay. And it's April 18th. So it is literally 5 days away. April 18th. It says from April 16th to April 23rd of this year, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Neptune gather in a compact pre-dawn planetary alignment low in the eastern sky. The best mornings are April 18th through the 20th, but the exact view depends on your locations, obviously. So that's the planetary alignment that's going to start happening. It's coming together. It's where they're not in a perfect alignment, but they're so close. They're so close. And it's really crazy because it's going to affect certain planet or certain people more so than other. But we're all going to be affected by it. Now you can go through and look at all the technical information because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. But what it means is that by the end of April, we're going to be different. We're going to be changed. The way you've seen things in the beginning of the month are not going to be the way you see things at the end of the month. You're going to shed things that no longer matter. They're just going to dissipate. They're going to disappear. You're going to go, oh my God, why did I ponder that for so many years? And you're just going to let it go. That also means doors of opportunity may show up. Things you never thought you could do, you can do. Things you've wanted to happen but wouldn't happen, all of a sudden somebody's going, do you want to do this? And you're going to have to make a decision whether you want to do it or not. Because those doors are going to open. Those opportunities are going to show. And that's April. That's April. And this is the most active month of the year for us. So if you felt crazy so far, and you don't know if you're coming or going half the time, I'm going to tell you to ride the energy of the day. Whatever it feels like, don't try to force something different. If you wake up and you're just kind of blasé, it doesn't mean stay home from work. It means go to work and say, you know what, today, I'm just going to be in my bubble. I'm going to get done what I can get done. If you wake up and you feel like you got the world, do it all. But honor how you're feeling every day and figure that out, and it's okay. Have days where you show up where your hair's not done because it doesn't matter. Don't feel like you need to force things. Ride this month. Ride these energies and make the most of it. Allow the transformations to happen because we've been working on this. We've been wanting this. We've been talking about this. And this is the month it finally happens. If you don't fight it, if you don't get in the way of it, and you just allow the transformations to happen. I know me, I'm done fighting. I'm done fighting. I don't want to fight it anymore. I'm just going to allow it to happen. And whoever I am come May 1st is who I'm going to be. It'll be really exciting to get to know her. So that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick station break. And we come back, we'll do our 5 card stud. This has been DeEtte on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. We will see you in a few.
Explore your higher consciousness with the Edge Media Platform. We're a multimedia platform dedicated to connecting curious teachers and seekers in a safe, welcoming space. Dive into spiritual growth with our print magazine, digital content, podcasts, and in-person experiences. Whether you're seeking wisdom or sharing it, we're here to inspire and uplift your journey, here, there, and everywhere. Connect with us today.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. This is DeEtte, School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Apparently, we're only supposed to have one commercial, so we're going to go with one commercial. So today's deck is a Soul Mirror. Oracle See Yourself by Sunshine Connelly. It is a Blue Angel deck. It's a Blue Angel deck. This deck, I didn't realize I grabbed this deck. Now I know why I felt like I had to do what we talked about today. I know I took a lot of my perspective today, guys. I hope with talking about my perspective, it helps you to understand maybe what you're going through a little bit. And maybe try to research it a little bit more for yourself. Hopefully that helps you. Can't even get into the deck. Can't even get into the deck. Maybe I can get in there soon. There we go. It's getting in there. It's getting in there. It says words around it. It says, may the world be your soul mirror, healing and revealing your whole glorious and authentic self. Heal through divine reflection and know the dawning of your true self. Your radiance is calling to be freed. Lose your internal threads to weave inspired vision into reality, and clear energetic connections catapult humanity into grace and lightness. So the back of the deck says, healing through divine reflection. Self-reflection is an active, ongoing, revealing, and illuminating process. Within its lights, you are freed into the understanding that we are all divine, all creators, all connected. Gaze into this oracle to transform fear, amplify love, and welcome potent, tangible change for yourself and all the intertwining threads and consciousness of your world. Know and see yourself through the mirror of your soul. Your evolving destiny awaits. Embark on a spiritual odyssey of entangling the past, navigating shadows, bending energy, and exquisite realism. This is a 42 cards, 120-page full color guidebook. Oh my gosh. We know we're going to love that. Let's get into this deck. If I can open the deck. Oh my goodness. Just the universe in there. Our single piece of paper that they love to give us. Again, there we go. Let's look at the book to begin with. It's a little big. I don't care. I'm not feeling bad about the big. The pictures are there. They're in color. They're detailed. I kind of like this. There we go. It almost makes me wonder how much color are the pictures. Little small, but you can still see a few of the details. So I'm not gonna say no to this book. I'm not gonna say no to this book. Oh my gosh, it says, are you ready to remember who you are? Who we are. Our world is our soul mirror. Kind of like this. So let's kind of look at, let's look at 5 card stud, guys. 5 card stud. Oh, guess what? Not much color in the cards anyway. So as much as she put into it, as much as what's in the book. So isn't that funny? Okay, you see me doing this, right? What pictures did I show you? I showed you that picture, and I showed you that picture. Did I show you that picture? Oh my God, it's crazy. It's craziness. So, and you guys see me do this. It's not like yeah, guys, I've got naturally wavy hair. Which is strange because I never had naturally wavy hair before I lost all the weight this last time. So 5 card stud is where I pick 5 cards, 5 individual cards, and I read those individual cards. Okay. Your part of the reading is you get to pick 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 5 cards. I don't really care. You pick as many cards as you want. I got to break some of these up. You pick as many cards as you want. Okay. Or you can wait until the end. When did I decide to do a full reading with all the cards? Yeah. Sometimes with a deck. I don't like bending a deck, but this one's really stuck together. And I don't want just whatever to show up. That might be better. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit better. It's a deck. I'd have to play with it for a little bit, but it's definitely better. So I'm going to read each card individually, and then at the end, I'm going to read the whole thing at the same time. Now, you could also have multiple issues going on, and you can write those issues down and put a number next to them and get a little bit of guidance for every one. Okay. Now, it's pretty amazing because I've had a lot of people come back and say, oh my God, yeah, the readings are always just spot on. I'm like, really? That's awesome. I love that. And they say they give them a lot of assistance and help in life. So I'm happy. I'm always happy for that. Okay. So let's do this. So card number 1 is teaching, withheld and giving. Withheld and giving. Isn't that weird? But the teaching card. The teaching card. I love this card because when I'm looking at this, I feel like this is teaching. You know what? The best teachers are not necessarily the teachers that hand you everything. They give it to you and then they go, wait a second. You need to figure out the rest, because how does this affect you? How does this put into play into your world? And that's what the teaching part of this card. I think you're going to have a lot of things come to you this week. I think you're going to have a lot within the situation's hand if you pick card number 1, which are going to be, it's going to be frustrating. I won't even, it's going to feel frustrating because you're going to get part of the information. But really, it's the only part you need, because the rest is, how are you going to put it into your life? How is this going to affect you? How is this going to help you propel yourself forward? Okay, so that's card number 1. Card number 2. Card number 2 is alignment. Let's see, do I got one card? Yeah, I got alignment, dishonest, truthful. Isn't that weird? Isn't there 2? Because obviously it's a mirror. And it's dishonest or truthful, but it's the alignment. And I think this card is really telling you you're going to start looking at yourself. Looking at yourself and looking at situations and going, okay, where does this sit in my life? How does this affect me? Okay. Is this good for me? Is this not good for me? Is this something I want to do? Is this something I don't want to do? Honestly, this is going to be a lot of wishy-washy back and forth. And I know it sucks. It always sucks when it's that way. But that's what this is. If you pick card number 2, you're looking at a situation. It's been like you've been trying to hit it hard, hard and not getting with it and going, oh my God, why can't I resolve this? Well, it's time for you to look at this and going, does it align with me? Or does it align with me in the way it is? Which one is it? Because if it doesn't align with you in the way it is, then it's time to change the alignment. It's time for you to change the way you're doing it. If it doesn't align at all, it's time to just not do it and just say, I'm not doing this. But it's for you to figure out. Just because something has been put on your plate does not mean you have to go and do it all. You can say no. Card number 3. Card number 3 is growth. Dying, evolving. Are they the same? Isn't dying and evolving the same, even though it's a mirror? And I think it's pretty cool because if you pick card number 3, you're recognizing that parts of you are no longer there. Parts of you just don't matter anymore. Parts of you have shed. And the only reason why there's still part of you is because it's here. It's in your mind. It's you thinking about it all the time. It doesn't actually affect you anymore. It doesn't have anything to do with you anymore, other than you keep thinking about it. So allow yourself to allow that part of it to die off. Allow you to let that part just go to the wayside and let yourself evolve. Now, how do you handle this in a situation? This is literally looking at something. And again, how does this affect you? With card number 3, you are really, really putting yourself into this. It's going, I've matured beyond this. I've grown beyond this. And it's a no-brainer just to let it go. And that's card number 3. If you picked card number 4, some of these are just stuck together, guys. Unveiling, clouded, radiant, unveiling. Truths are going to be happening if you picked card number 4, because you have been sitting there going, oh my God, when am I ever going to figure this out? What am I missing? What is not happening that I want to happen? And this card, if you pick card number 4, this is a week that, guess what? The good, the bad, and the ugly is going to reveal itself. It's going to show up. It's going to be, here you go. Okay. It's going to make it easier to deal with, but all those things you've been afraid of, the fears are going to be let go so you can honestly look at things now. So that's card number 4. That's a pretty straightforward card. Kind of like that one. And the last card that we're going to look at, if I can get it unstuck, I can get it unstuck. There we go. Is attention, resistant, and surrender. This card is really about letting go. Letting go. Okay. Obviously, you have a choice. This card is saying you have a choice. Which way you're going to go with that. But this card is really saying it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. You have been resisting and resisting and resisting. For whatever reason, you've been saying, nope, not today, Joe, not today. And it's going, yeah, it's time to let it go. And that's what this card's about. So let it go. Card number 1 was teaching. Card number 2 was alignment. 3 was growth. 4th was unveiling. And 5 was attention. Now, when I'm looking at this week, this week is all about growth. This week is about going, hot damn, I'm letting it go. And I will tell you, every card is screaming at me the same. Let it go, let it go, let it go. If you are waiting for the whole thing, it is about, if it doesn't serve you, send it out the door. If it doesn't feel right, send it out the door. Take a moment, look at it, give up your fears and say, where am I going with this? What is this and look like for me if I stay in this situation, if I stay with these circumstances? And you're going to start to see things. Let your imagination go into it and say, okay, if I play this out to the end, what's that look like? How long is it going to take for me to get there? If I let it go and just say, screw it, I'm not doing this anymore, what's that look like for me? Give yourself some time and look at this, but honestly, release your fears and allow yourself to start seeing things as they really are. Because honestly, it's really hard to see things for what they are. But when you unmask it and when you give up your fears and you start to see things, you evolve. You evolve. Life begins to be a little easier. Why? Because you start to get on a path that goes, you know what? I'm not afraid of what my future is. I'm not afraid of what's going to happen. Why? Because I'm in alignment with myself. And that's what this week's about. It's not going to be an easy week, guys. It's not. It's going to be a lot of lessons learned, a lot of growth, a lot of just going, oh, fine, I'll do it. But it's going to be glorious by the time the week's over. But it is going to be a harder week. Wow. These cards, guys, and this isn't even the in-depth of these cards. I will tell you what, this is my early surface. These cards feel like they could be really in-depth. These cards feel like they could kick your tush. But I do like the deck. I do like the deck a lot. It's a deck I will continue to play with and work with, even though I don't do a lot of that, only because I think, especially in this month, I need this deck. It's going to help me to focus. Where am I at this month? What I'm doing today? Or what am I doing at this moment? What's happening with me? Because I can't figure it out. But with every card, it's also not going to give me everything. It's not going to be like other cards where it goes, here you go, boom. Here's where you're supposed to look. Now you have to do the work. So I like that about these cards. So where's DeEtte this week? DeEtte is at Tinker Cottage. Myself and Larry Eisler III are doing an investigation at the Tinker Cottage event. Sorry, it's sold out. I'm super excited because that's been on the docket and it has sold out. So that event we can't get into. But where am I at next weekend? I'm driving to the Palmer House in Minnesota, Sauk Center, Minnesota. And Mr. Dave himself, I believe, is doing a ghost hunt while he's there because he has got ghost hunts that weekend. And he asked me to come up and do readings. So I'm going to go up to the Palmer House. I'm going to do readings on Friday night and all day Saturday. So there you go. That's where I'm going to be. The weekend after that, I'm in Rochester, Minnesota on May 1st. It's a Friday. I'm doing a trance channeling where I go into an unconscious state, allow my body to be taken over or used by my guides. And they'd love to come through and give tons of amazing information for life. And then that weekend, I will be doing readings all weekend. So my books are open if you'd like to schedule those readings. I would love to do them for you. Just go to DeEtteRanae.com and book your session. If you want one of my bracelets, I have started to wear my own bracelets. I love my bracelets. Okay, let's show you one at a time. You can go to MoxieMalice.com for these guys, by the way. So I just take one of them off and I can feel like the shift go. So this one is higher consciousness. We've had this one for a couple of years. This bracelet is designed to take your energy and take it to the ether. Just take it to the divine. Lift your energy right up, which I love this bracelet. This one is Joy of Transformation. This is all about transforming things, allowing things to shift. This one is Abundance Pours. It's allowing it to come in. Citrine on here, garnet on here, so many pyrites on here, so many beautiful things. This is 3 bracelets. It is literally a journey. These bracelets are a journey. And there'll be one more added to it because it is a series of 4. We know it's a series of 4. Just don't know what the 4th one's going to be yet. But it's about transforming your life. It's about transforming you, helping you get through it. I do know some people just wear one at a time. Some people, like my son-in-law, wears one at a time. He always wears this one. He tries to always wear this one because this one really lifts his energy, gives him clear focus. It took all of his migraines away and his sinus issues away, which is amazing. This one, when he needs to have clear thought, when he needs to go, okay, enough is enough. Where do I have to make decisions and changes in my life and or my career? He throws that one on. So I always know he was that when he wears one. This one, we just started this one, and he put it on one day and he went to work. And him and his father own a business. And one day, 7 inquiries on bids came in. Like, he's like, oh my God, too much in one day. And he took the bracelet off. He's like, no. So he only puts this one on when he really needs stuff to come in. When he really needs to put stuff on his plate is when he puts that one on. So they are a series. I wear them all 3 together now because I love them. You can either buy them at a booth with me when you see me, or if you don't want to wait, go to moxiemalice.com and you can grab them all. There you go. So go to DeEtteRanae.com to book your readings, inquire about classes. DeEtte is going to be teaching again. Right now I've been doing individual mentors, just so you know. A lot of people reach out when they want that individual class. But I will be doing, if you want individual, I do individual. If you're waiting for that class, we will be doing a class very soon. So there you go, guys. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I hope it helped to give you some clarity on if you've been feeling kind of odd and not quite there. Look into those planets, guys. Look into those planets. And we will see you next Monday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time here with DeEtte. I'm School Through Spirit. Have an amazing day. Remember, always come to the Edge Network. We got some really great stuff here. Bye-bye, guys.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.